CEO, who was pondering in the car, came across a girl squatting and crying in the rainstorm. Upon closer inspection, he realizes that she resembles his lost childhood friend. The CEO got out of the car to check on her despite his assistant's obstruction. He walked up to the girl with an umbrella. The girl's eyes were very similar to those of her childhood friend, so he reached out his hand to help the girl. When he got to the car, he dressed the girl and gave her hot water. He took a towel and wiped the girl's face. While she was wiping her face, he took 2 strands of her hair. Finally, the girl was taken to the hospital. Now the girl can only see her grandmother one last time. The CEO took the hair and asked his assistant to take a paternity test. Watching the girl crying in front of her grandmother, he thought the grandmother was suffering from some incurable disease, but it turned out to be because she didn't have enough money to pay for the test. Soon after, the assistant brought the test report to the CEO. She was indeed his long-lost childhood friend and fiancé. They were betrothed when they were children, but soon after, the girl was lost and never found. Luckily, she was adopted by her grandmother, so she didn't have to live on the streets. But her grandmother became seriously ill. In order to cure her grandmother, she drank a whole bottle of white wine. But when the girl came to the hospital to pay the bill, she was told that she had no money left in her card. Remembering that only her boyfriend knew her bank card password, she rushed to call her boyfriend, but the caller didn't pick up the phone. The girl was devastated. Finally, the phone is connected. The girl's voice told her the address of the bar. If you want to know the truth, come. The girl rushed to the bar, but when she asked her boyfriend if he had transferred her money, but her boyfriend said lightly that he spent the money on drinks. If he wants $1 million after midnight, he'll give it to her. The girl said the $100,000 was very important to her. It's the money to save her grandmother's life. At that moment, the girl's cell phone rang. The hospital called to tell her to come and see her grandmother for the last time. She turned around and left in a hurry, but her boyfriend held her back and asked her if the $100,000 was that important. The girl smacked him in the face. This $100,000 is her grandmother's life-saving money. Then she broke up with him, but she couldn't get a cab to the hospital. That's why the scene at the beginning happened. When the girl came out, the nurse handed her a bill. She needed $200,000, but the girl's boyfriend took all her money, so how could she get $200,000 to pay the bill? The CEO took the bill from the girl and asked his assistant to pay it. The girl thanked the CEO and said she would pay back the money. The CEO was heartbroken when he saw the girl like this, where she could not see. He was also in tears. Then he asked his assistant to get a paternity test. He gave it to the girl to identify her.